Stop being seen as just an employee. Have you ever noticed that some employees seem to have a different relationship with their manager? They're invited into important discussions, asked for their opinion, trusted with bigger projects, often promoted faster than everyone else around them. Meanwhile, other employees work incredibly hard, deliver great results, and still struggle to get noticed. What's the difference? It's not always intelligence. It's not always experience. And it's definitely not always effort. Often, it's their ability to manage upwards. Now, before you roll your eyes, managing upwards is not office politics. It's not manipulation. And it's not about trying to control your boss. It's about communicating your value in a way that helps leadership see you as a business asset rather than someone who simply completes tasks. Today, we're breaking down exactly how to do that. Section 1. Why hard work alone doesn't guarantee career growth. One of the biggest career myths is that hard work speaks for itself. We've all heard it. Just keep your head down and work hard. Unfortunately, that's not always how careers work. Managers are busy. They're dealing with deadlines, budgets, staffing issues, executive pressure, customer complaints, and countless competing priorities. That means great work can easily become invisible. The employees who advance often aren't just doing valuable work. They're helping others understand the value of that work. Section 2. The difference between an order taker and a business asset. Let's compare two employees. Employee A receives a task, completes it, submits it, moves on. Employee B receives the same task, completes it, then explains what problem was solved, what impact was created, what opportunity was uncovered, what risk was reduced. Both employees did the work. Only one communicated value. Managers don't just evaluate effort. They evaluate impact. And impact is what creates opportunity. Section 3. Understand what your manager actually cares about. One of the fastest ways to improve your relationship with your boss is understanding what they're measured on. Ask yourself, what are their goals? What pressures are they facing? What outcomes matter most to them? Every manager is accountable for something. Revenue, productivity, customer satisfaction, retention, project delivery. When you understand those priorities, your conversations become far more valuable because you're no longer talking about your work. You're talking about outcomes that matter to them. Section 4. Stop reporting tasks and start reporting impact. This is one of the biggest mistakes professionals make. They report activities. Managers care about results. Instead of saying, I finished the report, try saying, the report identified 3 process improvements that could save the team significant time each month. See the difference? One describes effort. The other describes business value. Business value gets remembered. Section 5. Bring solutions, not just problems. Every workplace has problems. Anyone can point them out. The professionals who stand out are the ones who bring solutions. Instead of saying, we have a problem with the client's onboarding process. Try, we have a problem with the client's onboarding process. I've identified 3 possible solutions and I recommend option 2 because it improves efficiency without increasing costs. Now you're contributing to decision-making. That's how trusted advisors operate. Section 6. Learn the 4-part recommendation framework. Whenever you're discussing a challenge, use this framework. Here's the problem. Here are the available options. Here's my recommendation. Here's why. Managers appreciate people who think critically, not because they're always right, but because they help move conversations forward. Section 7. Ask better questions. Many employees wait for instructions. Strategic professionals ask questions. Questions like, what would success look like from your perspective? What's the biggest challenge facing the team right now? Where should I focus to create the most value? These questions demonstrate initiative. They show you're thinking beyond your own responsibilities. And that matters. Section 8. Become easier to manage. One of the most underrated career advantages is becoming someone your manager doesn't have to worry about. Meet deadlines. Communicate proactively. Raise concerns early. Follow through on commitments. Provide updates before they're requested. When managers trust you, they often give you more autonomy. And autonomy usually creates more opportunity. Section 9. Visibility without bragging. A lot of professionals struggle with visibility because they associate it with self-promotion. But visibility isn't bragging. It's communication. If leadership doesn't understand the value you're creating, they can't accurately evaluate your contributions. The goal isn't to make yourself look important. The goal is to make your impact visible. There's a big difference. Section 10. Becoming a trusted advisor. The highest performing professionals eventually make a shift. They stop asking, "What task should I complete next?" and start asking, "How can I help achieve the outcome?" That shift changes everything. Because managers don't just promote task completers. They promote problem solvers. People who demonstrate judgment. People who contribute to results. People who make the organization stronger. That's what managing upwards ultimately creates. Final thoughts. Managing upwards isn't about politics. It's about partnership. It's about understanding your manager's priorities, communicating your impact clearly, and consistently demonstrating business value. The employees who grow fastest are rarely the people who simply complete tasks. They're the people who solve problems, communicate results, build trust, and make life easier for the people around them. If you found this video valuable, make sure to read the full article linked in the description below. You'll also find the workplace boundaries and self-advocacy blueprint in the description if you're ready to strengthen your communication skills, increase your workplace influence, and accelerate your professional growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.